So people play upright guard because he can put his hands in front of his feet, right? If he's laying on his back and we're not fighting where we're kicking, I'm gonna kick. This is not something you wanna do in a fight for obvious reasons, right? But if it's in a grappling only match, he can intercept my grips when I come down and grab his gi. So to the degree you guys are standing up here grip fighting with him, you're playing the game that he wants to play. That's why they're sitting at that position, right? So the first thing we have to do to pass the guard with this kind of style that I'm gonna show you guys again is to forget about passing the guard and just focus on our goals. My first goal is to get chest to chest. And right now, and to get him on his back. So number one, I'm gonna get him on his back, and then I'm just gonna get my chest to his chest and take away all the space. That's all I care about, okay? So we'll talk about getting him on his back first. I don't wanna go in where he can grab me, and I don't wanna touch his sleeve. As soon as I grip, he's gonna grip, and now we're grip fighting. Right, now you're gonna wind up here, okay? So before I get to that range, I'm squatting as low as possible. My hands are controlling the inside space. Very important for defense. That's gonna keep his feet, make it harder for him to get butterfly hooks and all that. And then I'm just gonna shoot. And I want my shoulder to go into his chest. That's it. And I don't particularly care about where I land right now. My arms are gonna go down, okay, to the outside. So I'm not up here where I'm giving away an underhook. I'm down here and I can feel if I have the underhook, and we'll work the pass from there, okay? But that's how it should start. Don't go in and grip. You just wanna squat low and drive. The leg locks, the X guard, Ashi, all that stuff disappears with that one simple movement if you guys do it correctly. If you start to reach with your hands, you're gonna screw it up. So do I want an underhook? Yes, I want an underhook. But if I stand out here and try and catch an angle, or I go and try and get an underhook, you'll screw it up. So just control the hands to the inside, dive in, and then just keep your arms low for now, and you'll be fine, okay? Pair up and do 5 and 5, and then we'll build on that. Go ahead. I do not want to stop with my head on his stomach, right? So if I go here and I wind up like this, relax for a second, I wind up like this, he can take his hands and start to push on my head. So when I get chest to chest, if I get chest to chest on my shot, that's awesome. When I get chest to chest, I slide up so I'm ear to ear, okay? And now it's much harder for Todd to try and push with his long frames, with his arms, try and push my head away.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Because I have good control here, right? So if you do get chest to chest, that's awesome. Make sure you're also sliding up. You're not resting your head down here where the guy's gonna push. But now, Todd's gonna put a barrier in, and we'll run through these because this should be review, and we'll go with a knee shield. So I come in, I shoot, so I wind up here, okay? So I feel the knee shield. So first thing, my arms are back, okay? I have good base, so I pinch my toes, my knees together a little bit. I'm on my toes. My heels are not touching the mat. That's very important. So I've transferred my weight. So Todd's now holding me up, okay? So it's harder for him to sweep, harder for him to move his hips around because he's holding my weight. Then I want to confirm that connection. So I'm going to press into him a little bit. Not hard, but just a little. As I press into him, I can feel the angle that I need to shift, and then I just shift the angle a little bit, right? Because he can only hold weight up in one direction. If I'm light, right? If I'm like this, move your hips, he can move that obstruction, that connection around pretty easily. Once I get here and he's holding me up, that's more difficult. When he moves, he'll give me the pass. Yeah. And by pressing into him a little bit, it makes him push back, which makes it even easier for me to kill the frame when I change the angle.